Welcome to the Esthetician Edit Podcast, the ultimate hangout for estheticians looking for a weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and honest conversations about life in and out of the treatment room. Hey friend, welcome back to the podcast. Today, I am inspired to talk about something that many of us have mixed feelings about, and that is AI, artificial intelligence. I think it's such an important topic because it's not a trend. This is a new way of capturing and creating and increasing output that can be used and will be used in all facets of our life. As estheticians, we work in such a human, hands-on space, so it can be a little bit confusing to understand how AI can be used within our businesses. But I want to share that I truly believe that AI isn't just here to replace connection. It's here to help us reclaim our time so that we can scale our businesses. So let's talk about that. You know that our income as estheticians is tied directly to our time in the treatment room. Every facial, peel, brow wax, that is time and that is energy. And there is a limit to how much we can give. And just like we have learned to protect our energy when we're with our clients, we need to think about how we're spending our energy outside of that client time as well. Because the truth is, when it comes to running a business, there's so much more happening behind the scenes when we are not with a client, like marketing, emails, planning social media, educating our clients and continuing education for ourselves, creating that actual content and creating its copy, updating our website, and on and on. And it's a lot. And for most of us, we're doing it alone. So when I talk about AI, I'm not talking about becoming robotic or transactional. I'm talking about how to get back your time so that you can use it for what actually matters and to help scale your business. Right now, AI tools are becoming even more intuitive, more creative, and more accessible than ever before. And what's exciting is that a lot of these tools are built with small business owners like us in mind. And AI is already showing up in the beauty and wellness world. For example, AI skin analysis tools, they are getting so much smarter, and they can help us within our consultations by giving us feedback and real data on our client's skin. It doesn't mean that we need to stop doing our skin analysis and our consultations as they are currently. It just means that we can get even more information to support our decisions. We also have visual creation tools now, which will help you design branded content within minutes. You don't need to outsource everything or spend hours in Canva tweaking graphics anymore. AI can do first draft, and then you can hop in and make it your own. Also, natural language tools. These can help us brainstorm, write, edit, and refine content in our own voices. So we're not frozen or stuck in content creation. We can kind of lean in on AI to help us in that field. And maybe most importantly, AI is also helping us enhance our client experience. We can automate things now, like birthday emails, post-treatment check-ins, and reordering your skincare reminders. We are able to use AI to help deepen that connection with our clients. And all of these things, it's important to know, aren't removing our touch. They're just kind of helping us scale quicker. Now, let's be clear on what AI isn't, because I think that's where a lot of hesitation comes from. AI does not have to be cold. It doesn't have to alienate. We're not replacing our voice, our hands, or our intuition. And it's not here to write our captions or to sound robotic. It's just a tool. Think of it as a free assistant in many cases, one that can help you do more in less time with less stress. You're still going to be in control. You will still lead your business with heart. It just gives you the ability to keep showing up without losing yourself in that process. I want to share 10 real ways that you can use AI in your business. First is helping you write content faster. There are only so many hours in the day, and we only have so many brain cells to use before we feel burnt out. Using AI to draft captions, emails, and client educational posts, we can use it to do all of that heavy lifting. It's so important, though, to remember to tweak and make it your own. There is nothing worse than reading something and instantly knowing that it was written by AI. It just feels disingenuous and not authentic, and it's hard to kind of engage with content that feels that way. Emojis are generally a first giveaway, and also really cheesy analogies. Cannot stand those. So always take the content and give it your own voice. It's great at building structure, and then you can go in and fill in the rest. You can also use AI to help generate personalized skincare summaries. Let me explain. After a consultation, you can actually use AI to help write a custom routine recap for your client. Then you just kind of tweak and personalize it. You can give it the gist of the appointment, what you talked about, feed it information about the products that you would recommend for your client, and then let AI summarize this in a professional way and create an email that you can just quickly send off to your client. AI can also help create captions for your content, including client FAQs. There will always be frequently asked questions. Using AI can help you answer those questions while also being mindful. I can't believe I'm using mindful and AI in the same sentence, but be mindful of any other questions that may arise from that question. I hope I'm explaining that right. It can help you structure and write those answers in a professional way and help kind of mitigate any other questions that might come your way. Third, and I'll be honest about this next one, is I don't use AI to create visuals. I don't know how to do it. I've seen some visuals and I feel like they look very AI, so I kind of stay away from it. But this is definitely a trend that we're seeing more and more, and I can only imagine it's going to get better. There are actually AI created designs that are being sold for money. And what's even crazier is there are AI people that have $1 million branding deals. So essentially, somebody creates an AI person. I don't even know what to call them. And they basically sell them and they get branding deals. And this person is just making a ton of money off it. So crazy. Anyways, you can use tools like Canva AI or Adobe Firefly to help create any sort of visuals for your business. And it's all done in just like a few clicks. If you don't know how to utilize this, I know Canva for sure has classes and instructional videos on how to utilize AI within their platform. This is kind of random, but also kind of fun. You can build a digital skincare quiz. So many people like quizzes. I'm not one of them, but I know that those people are out there. And how do I know? Because I keep seeing quizzes being made, so somebody has to be taking them. You can create a custom quiz as a lead gen for your business to help your clients figure out what type of products they need, and this can ultimately help get them in the door. You could make quizzes about anything, but I'm just using skincare as an example since that aligns with our industry. One way I personally use AI is to turn one idea into multiple formats. So I'll create one piece of content and then I will have AI help me turn it into something else. Whether it's an ingredient list into a product description into now a blog, or a blog into a podcast, there are so many ways to use it. And I rely heavily on that. It is what helps me be so productive. Also, did you know that AI can help analyze patterns in your business? If you feed it information, and also if you have the paid version, it will remember all of your information. I forget what it's called. It's like closed AI, where it's just you feed it your information and it really starts to like learn about you and about your business. if you start feeding it information and it remembers, it will help you kind of analyze your business and give you feedback as long as you're providing it with the data. It can help you with your bookkeeping. It can help you navigate, any financial questions you have. It's pretty limitless. And I personally am really excited to see where this goes as AI continues to evolve. Next up is hiring and creating SOPs, which are standard operating procedures. If you're hiring a new team member, you can use AI to help draft any sort of standard operating procedures or protocols. It can also help you create an employee handbook. I definitely used AI to help me write mine. So if you are in the process of kind of expanding and you need some help in creating this sort of documentation, I definitely recommend leaning on AI. So number 8 is branding and brand voice. If you are newer or want to do a new rebrand and you are just kind of lost and not really sure what direction to take it, you could pop into ChatGPT or any other AI system that you're using, and you could share with AI what you find important, what type of services you are going to be doing, a little bit about your brand story, what brought you to Esthetics, and it can help you create your brand story and your overall brand voice. And it's really crazy how accurate it can be when it learns just a little bit of information about you. From that, you can then have it help write your treatment menu or your about section on your website. This kind of goes back to having AI create multiple forms of content for you based on one thing that you've kind of fed it. So again, it can help you kind of create your brand voice, your brand story, which will then kind of play into your About Me section. It'll help with the language that you're using on your website, even your product descriptions. I mean, it's all kind of integrated, and using AI can further help you strengthen that. So all of these are real tangible ways that you can use AI to kind of free up your time. And these are just a few ways. It's literally limitless. In fact, they say that less people are using Google now and go straight to ChatGPT to ask it questions. In fact, for me, if I'm running numbers in my business, I often will just hop on ChatGPT, give it the numbers along with a scenario or my question to get an answer. In fact, if I really think about it, I rarely use Google anymore. I go straight to ChatGPT. It's always on my web browser. It's always open. The tab's always open, and I really lean heavily on it. So if you've ever felt like marketing is just another full-time job, which it is, or if you've ever really struggled with staying consistent or felt behind because you just, don't have enough time to be everywhere, you are definitely not alone, but also know that AI can really help. And again, this isn't about outsourcing your voice. It's just about scaling without sacrificing your sanity so that you can keep showing up. Anyways, that's my take on AI. I hope you learned something today. And if this inspired you and you learned something new, I'd be so appreciative if you shared this with another esthetician friend, liked and subscribed, and I will see you next week, same time, same place.